Grade 6. I hope you're all doing well. This presentation is a kind of a review for the past simple tense that you have been studying for almost 2 weeks now. I'm going to give you a PowerPoint presentation so that we can revise it together in order to consolidate the tests. Then we will do some practice. Of course, at the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you the correction of last week's homework and what you have to prepare for next week. Are you ready? Let's start. The negative form. In the negative form, there is no difference between regular and irregular verbs. If you remember, we talked about the past simple having two types of verbs, the regular verbs that usually finish with D, and the irregular verbs that either change in the past or do not change, they stay the same, like for example, cut, put, and so on. So when you want to form the negative of the past simple, in the negative, you don't differentiate between regular or irregular verbs. How do we form the negative? We need an auxiliary verb did. Of course, this is used with all the main verbs, not with verb to be, for example. Verb to be was and were, you only add not in the negative. But when we talk about main verbs, we need an auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb that helps past simple in this case is did. And after did, we put not, and after that, we put the infinitive of the verb. The short form of did not is didn't. Then, after didn't, we put the infinitive of the verb. Like, in the affirmative, we say he studied. Studied is a regular verb. The infinitive is study. In the past, you drop the Y because before the Y we have a consonant and you put IED. This is the affirmative form. Now, if I want to change from affirmative to negative, I insert verb did plus not, then I put the verb studied in its infinitive form. That means study. So the sentence becomes he didn't study. I went. Went is an irregular verb because it changes. The infinitive is go. So in the negative, I say he didn't go. Now, look at the pictures. Write negative sentences and check your answers with me. If you look at the first picture, we have Tom and the infinitive is understand. If I want to put this sentence in the negative, I say Tom didn't understand. Another one, she catch. In the negative, she didn't catch the butterfly. Another one, he swim. He didn't swim in the past. Now look at this picture. Sue spend. Sue didn't spend money. This picture, they agree. They didn't agree. Of course, you can say didn't or did not. It's the same. Now, the interrogative or the question and the short answers. In the interrogative, we form the sentence by putting did in front of the subject. After the subject, we also put the infinitive. For short answer, we use the subject plus did or didn't. For example, did you buy the book? Did is the auxiliary, you is the subject, buy is in the infinitive. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did the children study? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Now it's your turn, please. Ask questions according to the pictures with the verbs given. We should make short answers and then check the answers. For example, she eat. Did she eat an ice cream? Yes, she did. Another one, they sleep. Did they sleep? No, they didn't. Another one, mom feed. Did mom feed the baby? Yes, she did. Another picture, Jane buy. Did Jane buy? No, she didn't. Let's look at this one. They win. Did they win? Yes, they did. Now again, answer the questions, give complete answers. If the answer is negative, write the correct answer. For example, what did he cook? He cooked 2 lobsters. What did she find? She found a baby. What did they eat and drink? They ate watermelon and drank juice. Did Mom relax? No, she didn't. She did the housework. Did they teach math? No, they didn't. They taught geography. Again, how did they travel? How did they travel? They traveled by bus. Did he live in Finland? No, he didn't. He lived in France. What instrument did she play? She played the violin. Where did the fairy sit? She sat on a mushroom. What did Tom make? He made a snowman. Now, that's the end of the presentation. But before we say goodbye, I want you to look at the correction of Roundup page 69. If you remember, last week I asked you to do exercises 9, 10, and 11. Here you have all the corrections in the affirmative, negative, and of course the time expressions that we use in the past simple versus the present simple. And for next week, please, grade 6, I want you to continue Roundup page 70, exercise 12. I want you to memorize and write irregular verbs in the infinitive, the past simple, page 175, from verb lie to send. Now that's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe.